now disclaimer time. We are here to share Prince's works with the utmost authenticity, clarity, and precision. This means there may be situations where the material being discussed may be sensitive or offensive to some. However, we have chosen to discuss his work as it was initially produced. We will not alter any of his original work to suit anyone's comfort, including our own. This podcast is to celebrate Prince and his works.
Thank you for your support and understanding. Now on to the show.
Hello, welcome to Alphabet Suite, podcast for the Prince Songbook. There are hundreds of songs to choose from. You have chosen
We really need to get that closer to you.
Yes.
I miss your cute sound effects.
You what, mate?
I said we need to get that closer to you. I miss your cute sound effects.
I mean, I'm still doing the sound effects.
Oh, okay. Anyway, welcome, guys. It's time for the next episode of the Alphabet Suite podcast. I am one of your hosts, Pat.
I am the other host, Tim.
I ain't a host, producer Aaron.
Rock on.
Rock on. Did he say I am not a hoe?
Well, he would be lying.
Can we rewind that? I mean,
I'm not a hoe.
focused.
I'm not a hoe.
All right.
So, we go from Prince to the King.
And not the king of pop.
People call him the King of Pop, but I don't think
He's a putz.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You must become a prince before you're king anyway.
got that right.
No, the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. And we are going to talk about All Shook Up, which is an Elvis song that Prince covered. Now, they say there's a studio version of this out there. I have yet to hear it. But he did do a live version that he broadcast on Third Eye TV, and we got that. So we did get to hear that, and you guys, again, if you check out our sister station, that will eventually get posted.
Yeah, buddy.
You know, because we try to post as much of this music as YouTube will let us without blocking us.
I wonder how much the difference the studio version would be.
Well, I would think he was usually, well, I can't even say that because he's changed a lot of songs from studio to live. But he usually tries to keep it somewhat recognizable. So if the studio version is like the live version, I think it'd be really good, you know? Because he really, you know, when you listen to Elvis, I mean, again, music back then was, you know, not as full as it is nowadays with all the instruments and the production and all that. So it was pretty stripped down. So having Prince bring all his instruments and live music always sounds better anyway.
Normally.
Yeah, I mean...
Sounds better live.
Huh?
Sounds better live.
Music
Doesn't sound better on a disc.
No, but if you go to a live show, music sounds really... I mean,
I've heard people that are just horrible.
Okay, look, I'm gonna set the record straight right now. I went to the whole Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison super tour that got postponed for 3 years because of COVID. And I heard before I went, because we didn't get to see the very first show, you know, our show was later on down the road. And I heard all of this stuff, and I even heard Vince singing, and he sounded horrible. Horrible. We went to see him live. The music was so loud and the crowd was singing so loud, it covered up his voice. He sounded great.
Yeah, and you're like, thank God for that.
Yeah. I mean, because half the time he was so out of breath, he wasn't singing. He was letting the crowd do the singing anyway, and the music covered it, it blended. But when you hear that live recording, even though it's a live recording and you hear it, you can still hear how crappy he sounds. So,
Not to mention the energy's always better live.
oh, yeah, big time. Big time.
Axl Rose is another just
Horrible
singing live.
Yeah.
I just,
Well,
especially since he got fat and just like,
I've never been a fan of him anyway.
I haven't been a fan of him, but Guns N' Roses, you know, I was, you know, Appetite Destruction, whatever the heck that was called, the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they went, I don't know, bizarre after that to me. So, and then now Slash, on the other hand, I love his guitaring.
Well, guitars,
Really good at it though. Anyway, we're not talking about.
Metallica sounds great live.
I wouldn't know.
I like Metallica.
So does Ghost. Ghost sounds amazing live.
Yeah.
They sound better than the album.
Wow, we just brought back.
Prince sounds amazing live too.
We just brought back a name we haven't heard in many, many episodes.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost is actually, Aaron introduced me to Ghost, and what he has played for me, I actually like.
Okay.
I cherry pick for you.
I appreciate it. I know one artist, so to show how much live music really affects people, at least me anyway, there's an artist that I didn't even like. I wanted nothing to do with them until I went to see him live. MC Hammer.
Let's see. I like MC Hammer.
Okay.
Live.
But do you remember when you won the MC Hammer tickets on the radio show?
Mm-hmm.
We could not give those tickets away.
Right.
We tried. We didn't. We tried to sell them at first, but no one wanted to buy them. And then we tried to give them away because at the time, neither one of us wanted to go see MC Hammer. You just did it because you were always good at winning stuff on the radio. And do you remember when? So I don't know if you remember this, but when you won those tickets, do you remember what you said? And because when you said it, I thought for sure they're gonna bleep it because they always record you winning, the phone call and everything, and then they play it back. But when you won it, you were like, "Oh, yeah!"
Did I really?
You did. I mean, just loud, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's gonna get bleeped." And they didn't. They played that on the radio. I remember
wow.
that. They actually played that on the radio. So we tried to give these tickets away, could not give them away.
Was it because he was so counterculture?
Who, MC Hammer?
Yeah.
No, I just didn't. I wasn't huge.
No, not for you. I mean, why? Like, just kind of throwing out there, like, why you couldn't, give the tickets away.
Because so at this time, this was back in what, 91, 92-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And the people we ran with, the people that we hung with, everyone that we knew were rockers.
Yeah.
And so trying to talk to our family and friends and everyone, we're like, "Hey, you want to go see a concert?" They're like, "Yeah, well, it's free. Cool. Who is it?" "It's MC Hammer." "Nah, dude, I'll pass." Thanks anyway. And I'm like, "But it's a free concert, man." "No, that's all right." So
I would have gone.
well, you weren't alive back then.
That's true. if it was pre-92.
Yeah, it was before you were born.
Yeah.
So
I just aged myself.
uh-oh.
They're going to look me up now.
So we tried to give these tickets away, couldn't do it, and we're like, man, it'd just be a shame to waste them. So me and Tim ended up going, and
Perfect little date night.
well, yeah, and your mom stayed with Grandma and Grandpa. She's like, because the venue was, just not that far. We could walk to the venue from my parents' house.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it was
Those
nice.
are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we drove over there and we stopped. I mean, it wasn't like a short walk, but it was only like a mile or two. It wasn't that far. And so we walked down there. We walked back. And I got to tell you, watching MC Hammer perform live was just freaking amazing. I'm not even going to lie. I went out. He only had 2 CDs out at the time. And I bought them both. I was like,
They're on the spot.
I mean,
I walked out in the middle of the show, went
And
right
that's
to
why
the
they got
merch
'em,
booth,
yeah.
and I picked them up.
so live music is really good. It switches my mind because he just performed and performed and performed, and like you said, the energy that you're feeling, it's like nothing else, man.
Well, that's why ghost shows, they're not called concerts, they're called rituals.
Rituals.
Yeah.
I thought that was just because he does.
I mean, it's contextual for
Yeah, for what he
the
does.
facade that they present. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's so, and the
Have you seen him live yet?
Ghost?
Yeah.
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 We're going again this year too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Cool.
It is.
Just amazing, isn't it?
It made listening to the album harder because live it was so much better.
Yeah. And that's the downside when you hear good music live and then you got to go back and grab the studio music. You're like, oh, this kind of sucks.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say they suck, but like
The energy's not there.
the energy level,
Yeah.
like there's more power in the music, and you know, it's all, you know, driving electric guitars, all this other stuff. But he also adds in like the backing vocals with the goulettes that just bring this whole other level of depth to the songs that just changes everything.
Yeah. Live music just kicks. Remember the first time we saw Prince live?
Oh yeah.
Nope.
No. Yeah, we went to the Love Sexy tour, man. And it was amazing. I mean,
I don't think I ever got to see Prince with you guys.
no, you didn't.
Got to see Def Leppard though.
A couple times, didn't you? Did you go with us?
I
more than
only
once?
remember one because that's still to this day the only show I walked out of the venue not being able to hear.
Well, because we were pretty close to the stage, too.
And I was young,
Yeah.
but yeah, I could not hear anything.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
So, anyway.
I think
Weird Al's cool too. If he tours around us again, we should definitely try to go.
Yeah, but with Weird Al, you left and ran down and bum rushed the stage.
Did I?
Yes. You and your
That's cool.
sisters.
wow.
The only one who stayed with us was Stacia.
Well, I was a
You and-
silly kid.
You and your two older ones bum rushed the stage. And we're like, don't go down there. You're like, we can get close. And you did.
Sick. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I just remember him coming out for Fat,
Yeah. In the
all
costume.
dressed up.
Yeah.
It was good.
He's actually on tour now. I think he is coming somewhere close to us.
Oh, snap.
So,
Anyways.
So, all shook up.
Uh-huh.
We have not heard the studio version, but we did hear the live version that was broadcast on Third Eye TV. What do you think of it, Sir Timmy T?
Funky.
Funky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're not an Elvis fan, right?
um,
Or are you?
I do not like Elvis
Okay.
much, you know. Never have.
I like Elvis.
I've, you know, over the years had to listen to tons of his crap. I mean, music. You know, my mom and
She an Elvis
you
fan?
know, yeah,
Yeah.
and you know, so and then you know, when your sister would come over and they'd play cards, they'd turn on the oldie station. We'd have to listen to all that,
Oh, yeah. She loved Elvis.
and never.
No, he's talking about Aunt Karen, not
Oh.
Aunt Wendy.
Not the cool one.
Yeah, Aunt Wendy
Cool
was
one.
Yeah, Wendy is great.
Let me tell you a story. Story time.
story time with Tim.
Oh, here we go.
I went into a local bar with a local person that you know.
Who just happened to be your Aunt Wendy's daughter.
Yeah. And I'm standing there waiting for her to come back from the bar part, and she left me with your aunt. And she turned to me. I wasn't even talking to her. Customer left. She turned to me and she said, "If I had a gun right now, I would shoot you."
And she was serious.
Yes. I said, okay.
What do you say to that?
Yeah.
I'm glad you don't have a gun.
Right.
I guess that's what you get for dating my family? I don't know.
All right. So
Anyway,
yeah, definitely not big on Elvis. The Princess, you know, I mean, yeah, you know, like you said, you know, it was just stripped down back in Elvis day, and you get all this, and I just think it was a little too much, you know, too much music.
for the song or just too much music, period?
Just
Because Prince is always about a lot of music.
I know he is.
He always has like a whole entourage of musicians.
Correct. And I just think for that song, I just think it was just,
Yeah.
yeah, that was just me. I didn't recognize the song until like it kept going.
Until the lyrics.
Yeah, and then I'm like, even he sang it a little different, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, it was funky and it sounded good, but to me, it's just too much music. You know, he had John Blackwell on that one too.
Yeah, on the drums.
Yeah, he died.
Wow.
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I had heard something because it wasn't long ago that it happened.
That was one hell of a U-turn.
Right? Take it dark, man.
8 years ago, dude.
Was it 8? I didn't think it was that long ago.
And you know, he was only 1 year younger than me.
Really?
At the time that he passed, or 1 year younger than you now?
No, I'm not going to say because I'm not going to do an age thing. It doesn't matter. They'll figure it out, right? Y'all did it yourselves. But yeah, I didn't know he passed away, and I thought he was a good drummer. You know.
Oh, yeah, he was. He was a really good drummer.
Yeah.
Do you realize when you stop and think? I mean, I know, and I don't want to get stuck on this whole death thing because I know people die all the time. But when you stop and you look at the people in Prince's orbit that have died, I mean, that's a lot. Vanity died young. Kat just died recently. She was young. John Blackwell was young. Bonnie Boyer was young. You know, I mean, and there's more. That's just like it's just crazy.
It is.
You know, and Prince
Pretty
died
common
young.
in the music industry, unfortunately.
I know, it's sad, but what a lot of them are dying from is not like Prince. We know drug overdose, right? Vanity was drug related. She had got off drugs and got clean, but the damage it did to her body just gave up. You know, Kat, if I remember, it was cancer, and you know, there's been heart attacks. There's been, I mean, just all sorts of crazy stuff going on, man.
Stress.
And it's, you know, it's just not really the dying ones, you know. I mean, look at Jill Jones. She's nuts, you know. Apollonia, I don't know what the hell she's even talking about. She wrote this and she wrote that for Prince. And no, you didn't do none of
We don't know that.
They get nuts. Ah, come on, man.
They get nuts.
They get nuts. You know what? I was just rambling through. I just wanted to share this with you.
Okay.
And I clicked on, you know, Rhonda Smith, you know, and it wants to take me to the MPG page.
Okay.
So I click on that.
Okay.
The original lineup. Okay. Now, one would think the dumbest looking one in this photo would be that goofball with that big giant thing on his head called a hat, I guess. I don't know what that is. I don't.
The 24-piece bucket of chicken.
Yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah.
But he's not the dumbest looking one in the picture.
Let me guess. Tony?
You got it. He's the dumbest look. Yeah. I'm just saying. And Rosie,
Bring
she
Tony
shouldn't
on
even.
for the 100th episode.
No.
Get Tony on?
No.
Hey, there we go.
You know,
And tell him you need to go back and watch all our episodes before you come on.
Rosie's just like misplaced and just she doesn't look like she should be in that picture. And that other guy, that little white guy that
The other guy,
yeah, the white guy, the only white guy there.
Tommy Barbarella?
Yeah, he's no.
Okay.
He doesn't look right there neither.
No. Okay. I think this has got Timmy all shook up. Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good. Where is
So I want to say that I liked it.
Yeah.
You played it down here.
Yep. And you got to hear a little bit of the funk.
I got to hear a little bit of it. I enjoyed every bit of it. So much so I'm going to show it to my special lady who happens to really like Elvis, if she doesn't already know about it.
Because she does like Prince, too.
She does.
So anyway.
You know what she also likes?
What?
Making money
Like,
with our partner Castos.
whoa. Castos for all your podcasting needs.
well, you always got to steal my thing.
Well, because you didn't do it before, so I didn't think. I figured you're so old, you probably forgot. I bet John Blackwell, who was 1 year younger than you, would not have forgotten.
That extra 365 days of brain.
Right.
You know, last year
I
We
do
did.
know last year very well.
we did an episode on my birthday.
Yeah.
I think it was last year.
We did not do it this year, though.
No, we didn't.
So, but happy birthday since it did just pass.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Get Tony on the show. Wish you happy
No.
birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna wish me something, but it ain't
He's
gonna be
gonna
a
wish-
birthday.
He's going to wish that he had partnered up with Castos, too, because
Yes.
they got so many things you can get automated transcriptions.
And they're
See,
not bad.
You sound like me now.
Have you checked them out?
Yeah, I use them on all the episodes.
Do you?
Yep.
You get unlimited uploads and downloads on all plans, fixed monthly pricing, distribution everywhere, including Spotify, which I saw us on. Way cool.
You were like just super excited about that.
Dude, that was just,
Okay.
yeah. So I know we're not famous right now, but we will be.
That's right.
We're all going to be huge and famous. We're not going to be rich because
I don't
Tim
wanna
don't
be
want the money. He just wants the recognition.
Yeah.
I want the money.
You want the
You
money?
can have
We'll
all
give
the
you
money.
all the money.
Yeah.
Great.
But dude, we are legitimate on like podcasting platforms. People are listening to us,
And they can listen to you too.
and they can, yeah, and all because Castos.
Castos.
And we are kind of cool. I think we're cool.
I don't know. Maybe.
So
My
but
kids,
yeah,
my
Pretty
kids
fly for
don't
white
think
guys.
so.
pretty fly for white guys. Your kids don't think we're cool, but
Not
they're
at
your
all.
kids, you know. So, but yeah, you can make money with ad insertions or donations. We don't make money yet. We've made a few. Well, I can't say that because we did make a few dollars. So, but yeah, if you use our links below and get your own podcast going, you get a 14-day free trial with Castos.
You say we don't make no money, but that doesn't say anything about my Lamborghini outside that I just bought.
Yeah.
Yeah. From our income.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
From
you must be
from
taking.
Mountain Dew. They want us to be,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. And the Chiefs, you know.
Oh, yeah, the Chiefs, of course. Anyway,
Andy Reid.
let's get to reality again.
Yes. Okay.
All your dreams
Oh,
were
that's.
last.
I was just
episode.
getting ready to say that.
We're all shook up right now. So what do we got today, producer Aaron? Catch it.
Well,
Oh, it's gold bag.
pretty.
What is it?
Oh Lord. Golden Sriracha Doritos.
Ooh.
Which means it's gonna be sweet.
Is sriracha sweet?
It is.
Is it? Okay.
It's like a sweet.
Yeah, it's hot, but
I don't know what golden sriracha.
sweet.
Okay, well, let's
McDonald's little sauce for chicken nuggets.
they get sriracha sauce.
That's a nice smell.
Is it?
Not like that other crap. That was horrible. That girl,
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Well, if you're dating a girl that smelled like that says something more about
But she
you.
had problems, and I felt bad. I've talked about
She
that
had
girl.
problems, you felt bad, so you dated her, and then you like complain about her body odor.
Well, something like that. I complained about her body odor back then, but it's because I didn't know. You know,
You didn't know that she had problems?
Her disease was causing this
Oh.
down there, and I didn't know, and I felt like a jackass after that because I said something to her friend. She went back and told her.
It does smell nice.
Yeah, it does. So yeah,
Did you sniff my sack?
I did not sniff your sack.
what the hell?
Yeah, to me that doesn't smell nice.
Oh, you're smoking something.
Got a headache?
No, I don't have a headache.
I'm not sure what I think about this. I'm not tasting a whole lot of anything. I get this.
It is Aaron. He tilted his head and everything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna hear something from him. It's just horrible. It's sweet. It's just garbage.
Get on the mic so we can hear your thoughts.
Yes, please.
It's got a little sweet tang to it, and then you get a.
It's simple. I like them.
It is very
You
simple,
would.
They're sweet.
and then you get a little bit of kick. Nothing major.
I don't get no
Then
kick.
there's a little bit of tang,
I get tang and I
and
get.
I'm getting a burn on the back of my throat.
Really?
Yep.
I'm not getting that.
Eat a few more.
These almost taste like
Candy.
they have. Ooh.
Okay, the more you eat, the more the burn goes down the back of your throat. Just so you know.
So there's those honey barbecue twisty Frito things.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a similar flavor to that,
I'm with you on that.
just without the barbecue-ness.
Yeah.
Honey barbecue twisty Fritos.
Yeah. And those are great. I love those. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Morp, you want to try?
I'm not a fan.
They're all up in my stuff. You want to try? I got Kitty on my lap.
Kitty on your foot. You want to touch it?
He's touching me. He's
Okay.
sniffing my sack.
Is he?
And now he's giving me a face.
Yeah, I don't like these.
I like them.
I'm not a fan.
This also does not claim to be limited time, so
Too sweet.
get at it. These are nice.
Golden Sriracha
Golden
Doritos.
Sriracha tangy sweet Doritos.
Okay.
I mean, they're not like horrible, but
Yeah, they're not really good.
I still don't get no
You ain't
spice.
getting nothing going down the back
Just
of your throat?
the tangy crap and the really the sweetness is what's sticking out most for me.
Okay.
Doesn't really taste like Sriracha to me. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I think it had a good smell though.
Smells great. Tastes good.
I don't know about that.
That's a recommend from me.
No.
It's a thumbs down from me.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
That's fine. There's more for me.
Yeah, you can have them. So anyway,
That heat.
we're talking about John Blackwell on the drums.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know
No heat.
Otis Blackwell wrote the song?
I did.
So
Thank you, Castos.
yeah, thanks Castos for
Thank you for clicking the links in the description below.
Yeah, I ate all them really fast to see if I could get some heat, but
really. I
I
get
don't
the
get
heat.
that. I'm a little sad because I know sriracha is it's a like a
Spicier.
spice, but
Are you
sweet.
saying you want something hot today?
Oh, that excited me. I guess so.
Heck, man.
Shit.
I can get you something hot today. I got you, puppy.
All right.
So come to the next episode, see Timmy sweat.
Okay.
Well, I think we're done with this episode. Let's move along.
Yeah. So anyway, if you want to talk to us, if you want to hit us up, you can email us at Alpha Suite Podcast on the Gmail. You can comment below on YouTube, like, subscribe. You can
Share with your friends who like music.
Yeah.
What is you doing?
And it doesn't have to be just Prince music. I mean, come on, we just talked about Elvis. Dude, are you
And
gonna
Ghost and Metallica and Weird Al.
You just
and
did this, and I'm trying
MC
to figure out
Hammer.
what that was.
I was moving the vape around.
Oh,
This is the problem with you being able to see him.
You ADHD muff.
So hit us up on Facebook for now. Alphabet Suite Podcast on Facebook. We are no longer partaking of any other social medias at the time.
Just think about when we make money, we can hire a social media manager and they can handle all
Of
that.
that. Yeah, because our social media manager ain't doing squat. But anyway, check us out. Leave comments on your favorite podcasting platform like Spotify and
Reviews.
reviews.
Can't comment on those.
Oh, and share us around. We're like little cheap whores. Just share us with your friends.
speaking of cheap whores,
Yeah.
is there a reason why you're always complaining about me? I'm just saying, bro. Is it because I'm a cheap whore?
But you're not a cheap whore. That's the problem.
Oh,
That's
we're
why
going
I'm
there
complaining.
again?
If you were
We're-
cheap, I wouldn't be complaining because then I'd be getting my money's worth. But you ain't cheap.
I need to go.
And if you want more silliness like that, head on over to patreon.com/Alphabet Suite Podcast. Behind the scenes, compilations, unboxings.
100th episode coming up. Super fun stuff.
100th episode is coming up. Be
And-
there or be circle.
That's different. And I also heard with our 100th episode, because, we're going to do something big.
Yep.
I also heard our producer does a striptease.
We can't confirm or deny that.
But if it is, it's going to be on Patreon.
All right. We've killed this episode. Until next time, peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye.